Welcome to another episode and video on my fischertechnik monorail with a carriage controlled by pulse modulation and ultimately controlled by a BeagleBoard Classic which runs Ubuntu Linux. We're programmed in Python and controlling this fischertechnik robot interface. Last time I tried to test several things on getting it forward, and that didn't really work out. At times it works out and then it stops, and of course it needs propellers. But on some ways it works very nicely, and then it just goes fast and then it holds again. And as yet I haven't found out exactly what the problem is, but what I did find out is that some elements of this one and right here are not quite nice, not quite as it should. It doesn't make proper contact. So I probably have to modify that. And first of all, let me run the program. And it says I can't connect to the interface, which is not good. And no, interface has no power, and that is correct. So I have to put in the power adapter. Now it has power, and I can run it. Well, this is happening a lot, so let me just stop the program and pull it down, not vice versa, because then the connection may be broken again. And run it again. So the question is, since on the oscilloscope connection is very clear, there is modulation. Is there modulation right here? No. Now there is, because I press and it runs. Quite fast. And I am now touching the rail, as you can see. But once again there is no progress. So last time I watched at the wheels, they are aligned, there is no friction. So let me put this one again. It is connected, the probe is connected to the rails again. So what I'm going to do is remove the rolling element here, the tube that is in here and the tube that is in this one. See if that actually makes a difference. What also might make a difference is this one, this hook around the axle, but for now the modification is this one first. So let's see what the result that gives. The first thing I have to do is disconnect the wire, then pull out and remove this one, putting it back and putting the wire back. Handle with care. Alright, that is one thing, and that is not the intention, that may be clear. Alright, let's hope that surfaces. And another part, which is a bit harder, is the other side. So let's see if I can safely remove that one. There drops the tube, the supposedly rolling element of that one, which is this one. So now I have them both removed. And let's see if that actually matters. Does it need greasing or does it roll by itself now? And mind you, these rods are not touching the rails anymore. Not right now anyway. So let's see how this works out. Start the program. And right now there is a complete signal on the oscilloscope, but that only goes for the rails. So how about this part? There's none. And okay, camera a bit higher. And once again measuring. There is no signal whatsoever. Now there is. So whenever I press, there is a signal. And now you can see what happens. So is there a signal now? No. Pressing. So okay, this gives friction, no doubt about it. So what about, okay, now the wire goes out. So what if that's not what I should do. Too far away. And that is the reason why I had a rolling element in it. So it could keep rolling, but that's not a solution either. This is not sliding. So does this give Alright. Something dropped, but I think that is the second rolling element. It still runs. And obviously then there is clearly signal. So let's lower the camera a bit. Is this I interrupt it, but is it causing friction? Should I put the rolling element back? Something tells me I should. So, alright, interrupting, and I am putting one of the elements back. And then see again whatever happens. So first thing to do is this element was previously, I think, on the other end, putting this here. So let's see how this ends up. Let's move it like this. Can't be that hard. Right. Or can it? Yeah, it can. So this is not possible. I have to use this one, which is wide enough, but actually a little bit too wide. So yeah, I have to go for this one. Alright, now this one has a rolling element, the other one hasn't. Let's go back to the beginning. And see whatever happens now. Alright, this clearly shows pulse on the oscilloscope. How about some pressure? Yeah, it's clearly pressure again. So then why doesn't it run? The rolling element is apparently necessary. And apparently there is still some friction. So what if I, let's see, now it's no use to put this one on the other side again, because it holds anyway. Alright, once more. There's no need to check signal because it works. and the propellers run very fast. Now if I stop this and just slightly push it, yeah, here I felt some friction. But what causes the friction? That's a good question. Right now, and if you look carefully, maybe with this lighting, you can see all the wheels run. So friction between friction from the wheels, that's not it. Go. And it moved immediately and stopped. And very little movement, and there it goes. Okay, so now I give some pressure. And it's very light pressure, and it runs again. So there is no friction at all that I can think of. But what causes it to halt then? What causes it to stop? That is a very, very good question. And I've been doing this for a lot of episodes now. Tried quite a few things. And still, there's no solution. So I might just as well put this rolling element there as well. I'll put it back. Alright, now is the question, why is it doing anything? And I can't measure here, so can I measure here? And here, right now there is no signal. And when I look at the VNC, the virtual network computing desktop that connects straight here, I can see that, and let me put the camera there. There's no connection to the robo interface. So I'm not quite sure, because now you can see the blinking LEDs here. Have I lost the entire connection to the interface? And the question and the answer is yes, I did. Can I ping the network? No, I lost my entire network. I know it did happen before. So right now it seems like a temporary game over. Last time, just after finishing recording the video, the same happened, or just prior it happened as well. And shortly after finishing the recording, it just worked again. So maybe I can reboot it all. I know I did before. This is not funny. Another problem is, by the way, that this is wireless. And my other VNCs are not wireless. So maybe, just maybe, I should think about getting a wired interface to the BeagleBoard, which makes it not very easy, because that would be a USB Ethernet connection. Although that would give me much more security and not a failing VNC anymore. Right now I can't do a thing. So as you can see right now, this is the problem, and I can't even select it because the desktop is not cooperating. And when I use the probe, this is doing absolutely nothing anymore, and neither of course is this, and neither is this, and then I'm probing right here. So there's no signal. The LEDs are going their way, and that is for now about it. Here you can see the ping isn't working. So since I have no idea whatever is going on, I can check, of course, the process is working. Type VNC, well, I can kill it, but I also have to kill RoboInt, which is this one, and I have to kill the program running and idle running. But I wouldn't see anything. So, and with a reboot, everything is being ended nicely. So let's just do that. And I should probably do it like this, yes. And then hopefully I can continue with it. So yeah, let's do it. So rebooted, and I am back in business. So let's run everything again. Yep, I have signal. So let's see if we can get progress, and measuring here, it gives a perfect signal, and there it goes. Signal as well, and then this wire leaves out, so I really have to make sure that this So why is it faulting now? There's no use in checking the signal, but because it is brightly moving, or well, the signal is. So the current version with the rollers on the axle is the best way. But it should move, and that is something it doesn't do constantly. Full speed. And that's about it. So what if I push it a little further? Okay. Why does it stop? Just a little pressure and it goes on. I don't even touch it. Okay. Just a little bit of touching. And what does it do now? Full signal. It has full signal. And it blocks the last sensor and it reverses direction. As you can clearly see right here, it changes direction from 1 to 0. 8 is locked. So in itself it's a very nice result. However, why doesn't it come back? Probably, no, that's not a probably. These elements with the rollers are now in the opposite direction for the direction of movement, so they should not cause any friction at all. So then why is that happening? It's moving, but this is a new situation. How about explaining this one? And it's gaining speed again, and I'm doing nothing. So, well, new situations, new questions. Alright, like I said, new situation, new questions. So it has reverse direction into the direction towards the controller. But why is it fluctuating speed? Let me see. And this is now in the direction actually of dragging. Ah, this is something someone has mentioned. How about the contact of this one? So this may not be a good contact yet. But how to improve it, that's not a question. It's very hard to bend metal and to bend it correctly as well. You can hear it gaining speed, but only for the no movement. Oops. I think I'm going to let that be for now. New situation, I have to find out how I can make this a proper contact. So the contact of this connector around this axle. This has to be improved, definitely. The rest can be the same. So with that conclusion, time to say goodbye. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment if you like. You can also follow me on Twitter. If so, retweet, like and leave a comment. You can also follow me on Instagram, like and leave a comment. Please donate to keep videos coming to you, and you can also become a patron and have your name mentioned depending on the pledge you make. Your name will be mentioned just on my website or with my videos as well. And this is of course going to be continued. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.